Hello friends, good morning. Let us start with our next lecture. Yesterday we have solved the examples on limit of a function by using polar coordinates. Now next type, as we have just introduced yesterday, limit along a path. Limit along a path. In first year PhD, we know that there are two paths, what we call it as right path and left path. And we know that limit of a function of one variable, of course, in first year BSc, if it exists, then then right hand limit is equal to left hand limit. Okay, this we know right from first year BSc. Now, in the similar way, we can have the definition of limit of a function along a path. But here there are infinitely many paths along which a function can be defined. Okay, why? Because we are considering the circular neighborhood, okay, as well as what? Square neighborhood. Okay. And if we consider the, for example, circular neighborhood, then what we have, if I have raised this as the supposed domain of some function, f, I mean the function is defined over this domain, and if I have any point, say AB, in this domain, and as f is defined over this domain, therefore all these points are there. Okay, all these points are there where we can find out value of what given function f. Now whenever we are considering limit of a function which is defined over this domain, means what? Yeah, f of xy, right? F of xy is defined over this one, and we in limit we are considering what? Xy tends to what? AB. Xy tends to AB, meaning thereby if xy is a point here, then it will tend to AB here in this direction. If xy is here, then it will come here. If here is that, then it will become here in this direction. Means all these are the directions from which we can have point xy. This point xy will come to this point AB, and therefore there are different directions. I mean more than one or more than two directions there, and all these directions, what we call it as paths. Now another thing, that these paths may be a straight lines or maybe any type of curve, and hence as far as what limit of function is concerned, as in the case of what function of one variable, right limit is equal to left limit, then we can say that what limit of that function exists, and therefore for function of two or more variables we can have that if limit of a given function along all these different paths, okay, you are getting same, then and only then we can say that limit of that function exists. Okay, and if there are at least two paths where we are getting limit of the function, okay, at same point, what you can have a different one, then in that case we say that limit of that function does not exist. It means that here, in other words, we can say that one whenever we need to show that limit of function of two or more variable does not exist, okay, then it is sufficient to find out at least two paths where we get different limits, okay, of that function at that point, okay. And this criteria or these things we are going to use here to solve the problems, okay. And therefore let us have some definition actually, okay, and then we will go to the problem solving one, okay. What is the definition? Actually it is nothing but the form of a function, okay. If, let me write, if f of xy is defined, f of xy is defined along the path, say x is equal to phi of t and y is equal to psi of t, x is equal to phi of t and y is equal to psi of t, okay. And limit t tends to t naught of f of phi of t psi of t is equal to L, then the function f of xy is said to have limit L as x y tends to AB, okay, along a path x is equal to phi of t and y is equal to psi of t. This is what we need, or we call it as a definition of limit of a function on a path or along a path. Now here, if say z is equal to f of xy and x is equal to phi of t, y is equal to psi of t, okay, then this form of a function is known as parametric form of a function, okay. Why it is known as a parametric form of a function? Where, okay, t is a parameter, okay, and that is why this form is called as what? Parametric form of a given function of two variables, okay. Now let us go for the problems over this one. Let us have very first one. Well, before going to the problem, let us have one note here. Let me write note. In order to show that limit of a function do not exist okay, it is enough to find at least two different paths in order to show that limit of a function do not exist, it is enough to find at least two different paths such that such that the limit along these paths is what? Different path. Okay. Is different. Okay. Now, if this is happening, then okay, here we say that limit depends upon the path. Okay, this is what we need to keep in mind, the trick while we are going to solve the problems over this one. Okay, now let me go for the problems. Okay, examples are problem number 1. Let us have number 1. If f of x comma y is equal to x square plus y square upon x square minus y square. Okay, now if you think about this one, and if you note that the denominator of this function is what? X square minus y square, and hence the domain of this function is what? The set of all points where x not equal to plus or minus y. Okay, this is what we need to keep in mind. Okay, therefore now here then, okay, then the question is find the limit. Find the limit as x y tends to 0, 0. Okay, this is what we have. Let us go for the solution. Okay. Now, what is given here? Function f of xy is given to be x square plus y square upon x square minus y square. Okay. Now, if you go on this one, this criteria we need to use. Okay. Therefore, what we do, take the path, okay, as x-axis. Okay, first of all, x-axis. Okay. Now, what do we mean by x-axis? The equation of x-axis is what? That is y is equal to 0. Okay, this is one of the path where we can check the limit of this function. What happens to limit of this function? Therefore, now what we do, limit, okay, x, y tends to 0, 0 of f of xy, which is equal to further limit. Now we are considering the path as x-axis, means we are considering y to be 0, and therefore here the function will become as function of only one variable, and that is nothing but what? X tends to 0. Okay, x tends to 0, f of xy, meaning thereby what happens if y is 0 for the given function? Given function, it becomes f x 0, okay, which is equal to, let me write it clearly, x tends to 0, okay, and f is a function of x, therefore it becomes what? X square upon x square, and we know that limit of this one, x square upon x square, is 1, therefore it comes out to be 1. Okay, this is the limit on x-axis as far as this given function is concerned. Now take what? Simple one, take the path as what now? Y-axis. Right? That is what? It means what? That is what? X is equal to 0. Okay? And therefore, this limit x comma y tends to 0, 0 of what? F of xy, okay, becomes limit. Okay, now here x tends to 0, we are putting y is equal to 0. Here in this case, x is equal to 0. Therefore, y tends to 0. Now f of y, okay, sorry, f of 0 y. Okay. Well, now this is further equal to, I will write now here. Then here which is equal to limit y tends to 0 of the given function 0y. X is 0, x is 0. Therefore, it happens to be y square upon minus y square, which is what? Minus 1. And therefore, you will find that here, if I take the path as x-axis, then I am getting limit to be 1. And if I take path as y-axis, then I am getting limit to be minus 1. And therefore, here we write, therefore, the limit, okay, depends on, okay, upon the path. Okay. Therefore, the limit depends upon path. Hence, what we write? Hence, limit x comma y tends to 0 comma 0 of given function f of x comma y. Yes, it does not exist. Right? Here we can say that what we are saying, limit does not exist. Why it does not exist? Because we are using the concept of what? Limit along the path for a function. Along one path, its limit comes out to be 1, and along second part, limit comes out to be what? Minus 1. And therefore, we say here that what limit does not exist. Okay. Let us go for another example. Example number 2. Okay. Well, then let me take this example. F of xy is equal to, it's a splitted function now, xy upon x square plus y square. Okay, if order per xy not equal to 0 and this is equal to 0, if both x and y are 0 at the same time. Okay, and the question is that find, or what we call it as discuss the what? Limit. Okay. Discuss the limit. And therefore, let us go for the solution. F of xy is this. Now, if I take, see, if the path is either x-axis or y-axis, then okay, the limit okay is 0, right? Why? Because if I am considering x-axis, then in that case I am putting y is equal to 0 okay, in the given function. Okay, y is equal to 0 here in this given function, and therefore it comes out to be 0. Well, and if I am considering y-axis, then in that case we are substituting x is equal to 0. Therefore, here also in this case, what we are getting 0, and hence along these two paths, x-axis and y-axis, we are getting same limit. But here, due to only these paths, two paths, we cannot say that limit of a given function does not exist, and hence in such cases we need to what? Choose or go for another path or search for another path where you can get a different limit or same limit. Okay, if you are getting same limit, again you choose what? Another different path, so that you can able to decide on whether the given limit of given function exists or not. Okay, this one there. Now here in this case, what happened? Let us take the path Now, okay, take the path, okay, as y is equal to mx, okay, and here m should not be 0. Otherwise, what will happen? If m is 0, then you will be what? Y is equal to 0. Already, which is what? Considered as what? X-axis. Therefore, m should not be 0. And hence, now here in this case, what happened to limit xy tends to 0, 0 of f of xy, which is nothing but, let me write limit, yeah, now y is equal to mx. I mean that I am going to substitute y is equal to mx. Okay, and therefore, what I write, x tends to 0. It becomes a function of only one variable x. Okay, f of x, and y is what? Mx. Okay, this is further equal to limit x tends to what? 0. Okay. Now, come on here. What is the function? X into y. Therefore, it is what? X into y is what? Mx divided by x square plus y square is what? M square x square. Well, this is equal to, yes, limit x tends to what? 0 mx square, okay, mx square upon what you have here, x square is common, let me take x square common, then 1 plus what? M square. Okay, therefore x square here cancel, here x square cancels. Okay, x square cancels here, which we are getting limit x tends to 0 m over 1 plus m square, which does not consist of x, and therefore its limit is m over 1 plus m square. Okay, this is there. We are getting this as the limit along what? This path y is equal to mx. Okay. Now, if you look at this one, then you are getting the different lines. Okay, y is equal to mx is the equation of what? Straight line, where n is nothing but the slope of that line. As n is different, okay, as n is different, you will get different lines. I mean that here this limit will depend on what? M. As we are considering here m different means we are getting accordingly m different here, and therefore here we consider what? Which or this. Okay, this depends upon m. Okay, this depends upon m. Hence, what we write? Hence, okay, limit of the given function. Limit of a given function, yes, does not exist. Okay, exist here in this case also. Here in this case also, limit of the given function, I mean here x into y upon x square plus y square, where x y not 0 and it is equal to 0. If x and y both are 0, it does not exist. Okay, and therefore here we are using, I mean, applying the criteria of what? Limit of a function along a path. Okay, this one there. Now let me do another example. Let us go for another example. See, next example, third, f of xy is equal to x square y upon x raised to 4 plus y square. Okay, here what? Xy not 0. Okay, now find or discuss the limit of f of xy, okay, as x comma y tends to 0, 0. Okay, Therefore, let us go for the solution of this one. Okay. Now, similar to this example, okay, as numerator here consists of product of x and y. Therefore, if you take x axis as well as what y axis, then limit comes up to be what? 0. Okay. Similarly, here, if you go for this one now, y is equal to mx, then also I think that this limit comes up to be again 0. Means there are three paths where, as far as this function is concerned, you are getting what? 0 as the limit. Okay. In such cases, depending on only these three paths, you cannot say that limit of a given function exists. Limit of a given function does not exist, and therefore we need to search for another path. Okay. Now the path. Let me take here. Take the path y is equal to what? Mx square. Okay, where what? M not equal to 0. Okay, then okay, initially. Otherwise, what will happen that we will go to what again? X-axis and all these things. Okay, means if M is 0, then we will be on x-axis. Okay, already this is what? 0. And then let me consider xy tends to 0, 0 of f of xy. Okay, which is equal to limit x tends to 0 of f of x, and this is what? Mx square, which is equal to limit x tends to 0 of this one, x square, okay, into what? Y is what? Mx square. Therefore, mx square divided by, yes, x raised to 4, okay, plus y square, it is what? M square, y square means m square x raised to 4. Okay, this is there, right? And now here you can observe that what happened here, this is what? M x raised to 4 divided by x raised to 4, you can take it as common, then what you are getting? 1 plus m square, right? Now here x raised to 4 cancels, okay, which is equal to what? M upon 1 plus m square, that is what? Depends upon, right? Or here, let me write here, which, okay, depends on m, okay. Therefore, on this implies limit of f of xy, okay, does not exist. Does not exist. Here in this way, you can choose or search for different paths, okay, so that you will get the different limits, okay, which depends on the slope of the line or whatever may be the curve there. Means what? Actually, you are getting two different limits, and hence in this case we can say that limit of a function does not exist. Okay. Now I think these three examples are sufficient to understand the what concept of limit of a function along a path. Okay. Now let me go for the next concept or next point as far as what limit of function of two or more variables is concerned, which is that actually this you have learned in